Okay, YouTubers, it's Justin again. Here we are today with another project. Today's project, we're going to remove this old offline chlorinator, plug the holes for the chlorination lines, and install a brand new Hayward inline chlorinator. For the astute viewers out there, you'll notice that the chlorinator is hooked up incorrectly, and so every time I shut off my pool pump, it siphons back into the pool, drains the inline chlorinator, and I have to reprime my pump every time I start it. It's a real pain in the neck because then I can't use my timer. So this is what we're working with. I'm going to take the old chlorinator out, patch my holes for my offline, and install the new chlorinator right there on that lower horizontal run of pipe. Looks easy, right? I hope so. Okay, so here's our Hayward automatic chemical feeder. It's the CL200 inline chemical feeder. We've got ourselves a couple Hayward adapters from the bottom of the unit to 1.5 inch PVC. We've got a 1.5 inch PVC coupler. I'm going to cut this in half, use it to plug my existing holes. Some PVC glue. Okay, let's see what's in this box. Alright, there she is. Has some instruction manuals. Empty box. So when we're all done, we're going to just drop our chlorine tabs in there, adjust the level of chlorination we want, and it should chlorinate our pool. I heard some people asking how far this necks down. You see through there? Through the hole. Alright, so it does cause a little obstruction to flow, but we'll see how much my pump discharge pressure goes up. And it's got this base to be set on the ground. It's removable. You can also install this on a horizontal running pipe, which is what I'll be doing. Alright, let's get started. Okay, for the day's project, these are the tools you will need. I'm going to make my pipe patches for the offline chlorinator holes that are already drilled in. Eye protection. Okay, now I've got two halves. I'm going to go ahead and get my Dremel and smooth out right there where the butt connector used to be for the two pipes, so it'll glue and make a seal. Alright, now we're going to take the old chlorinator out. Got a little bit of water in it. Now, some people suggested just plugging these lines as they are. I'm going to go ahead and put those saddles I created on it and hope it's leak tight. I think it will be. Okay, that guy's out. Okay, we've got them both off. Now let's clean this pipe and work on plugging those holes first. Alright, this doesn't have to be perfectly clean. I just want it to be clean enough for the glue to stick and to keep my pool water from leaking out here. So I got my glue, I got my pipe. Let's hope this works. I'm not going to be shy about putting it on. I may be putting way too much on. In fact, I'm pretty sure I am. Whew. This stuff has got a scent. Alright, I was going to use a hose clamp to hold it on there, but this stuff I don't think is going to need it. It's already got some bonding strength right away. Okay, I've got this one hose clamped on. I'm not going to leave that hose clamp, that's just to make sure it dries as I want it. Okay, so I'm getting ready to mark my horizontal pipe to see where it needs to be cut. Oh yeah, that's still pretty close. 8 3/4 plus a quarter for each side. 9 1/4. Okay, so I've only got a couple choices of where I can put this. It's got to be on the discharge side of your filter, and if you have a pool heater, it has to be after the pool heater because I don't want the concentrated chlorine going through your heater. I have this run of pipe where I can put it, or this run of pipe. Now I've read against putting it on the higher side of pipe because it will help prevent backflow through your system if you put it on the lower end when you shut off your system. So I'm going to put it right there. Mark my first line. Nine 1/4. So it's important to keep the cut square to the PVC. That will make it easier for sealing. So we're just going to hope for the best is what we're going to do here. Okay, so I was wrong. My measurements were right. And anybody who's done a little bit of PVC work is probably yelling at me while I was making my measurements. These fittings get tighter and tighter as I install them on the PVC for the test fit. So my exact measurement was too tight. I'm not going to be able to get the PVC to butt exactly against this, I don't think. So I took another 1/2 inch out of this size. We are going to go ahead and put these fittings on the pipe. Here's an important step. This has to be on the pipe before you put this fitting on. Otherwise, you're not going to get it on without taking the fitting back off. So, put that guy on there. This is going to go on like so. Okay, so I ended up having to cut this guy over here back a little bit further than anticipated. I wasn't able to get these fittings as far back as I thought I would. And so they stopped where they stopped. And so I had to cut out a little bit more to make room for the chlorinator. You can continue to hit these guys, but they pretty much stop where they want to stop. The glue seems to be set up pretty good. Now we're going to go ahead and install this guy. A little bit of valve grease on each one of these O-rings. Both those guys are on. I've gone ahead and put Teflon tape on the chlorinator. So when you're installing these, be careful for the flow. Make sure the flow is going to the pool. The manufacturer says install these large fittings hand tight, plus a turn to a turn and a half. Do not go tighter than that. I don't even know if I'll go that tight. Maybe. So I'll get hand tight on that side. Line this up. hand tight on that side. Get some channel locks. There's about a half turn after hand tight. Alright, that's going to be good for that side. That should be good for that side. So, there you have it. It is installed. We'll wait a few hours before we put water pressure to it and make sure it doesn't leak.